Suzanne?
Uh-huh.
Sharon?
Suzanne.
Okay.
Sharon's already on board.
Oh, okay. Is that your sister?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's her birthday cruise.
Somebody buying me a ticket to go on a cruise. I'll go to it.
Thank you.
It's a long line over there, but they're
Okay.
moving.
What do you? It is right here.
All right, perfect. And then, oops,
It's trying to get away.
yeah, there you go.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, we got it right there. Yeah. Let's go to 13.
13. Hi. Excuse me. They
Yes,
sent me the 13, but 13's already taken.
she said they said more than one person were 13.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll get you someone else.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Hello.
Passport. I also need to add your passport information.
I am.
Can I take this out?
Sure.
Are you bargaining for something or just yourself?
YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Gonna say, sometimes it's ornery.
Okay, Susan, I have to take this security photo, okay? Map all the way out.
Only the boarding passes. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Thank
So you can put away your passport. All you're gonna need is
Okay.
this.
Did you want to set up your savings sign account, but
And boarding straight down that way through the door. Enjoy your flight.
Thank you.
Because I see
That in here and off we go.
the gentleman at the end, please.
Okay. Hello.
Hello fellow travelers, Solo Sue here. It is embarkation day for Panorama, Carnival's ship that I was on last August when it first returned to service, and now I am back on it again with my sister, so not traveling solo this time. It is her birthday, so we're doing a cruise for her birthday, and I also have my nephew and his family with us. So it's quite a group of people, and it's going to be a different experience for me because I haven't been cruising with someone since the restart began, so it's been a while. Embarkation day, I tell ya. So I stepped off the Ruby Princess this morning I got off the ship all the way at 8:30, and I was in a cab. There was a toss-up as to whether I wanted to do a rideshare or a cab, but there was no line at the taxi stand, and there was going to be a wait if I did a rideshare, so that made that fairly easy. And so I was in the cab, and he got me to the airport within, I'd say, about half an hour. And I went through security and was able to get on my flight, and despite my anxiety that I was going to miss the ship, I didn't miss the ship. So that's always a bonus, right? I gotta say though, the Carnival embarkation, it left this time out of Long Beach again, and there was, when I got there at about 1:30, there was a line that was just crazy. It was, and I'll show, there's going to be a picture because I took some pictures, but it's, you know, the building is a big dome, and the line went out all the way past the dome and then all the way down. It's basically the parking lot, I think, for the Queen Mary, which is closed right now. And so it went all the way there, and then it snaked around and went back up again. And so that was a long line. But then once you finish with that line, then you get into another line inside. And that is it's still the line to get to have your vaccination status and all that stuff checked. And once you've got that done, then you go through security, and it's right there. It's like, you know, just a few steps away. And then you go into another long line, which is for guest services to check in. They don't give you your cabin cards or anything there. Those are actually on the door to your cabin. And it took an hour and a half to get on the ship. And I don't think we left on time because the line was still really long, even when we were supposedly going to leave. And so I think we probably left late just because of how many people were stuck in the line trying to get on the ship. Got on board finally, and of course, nobody understands the Panorama elevators, and they don't necessarily work very well. I mean, you wait for a long time sometimes, and it says it's going to come, and then suddenly it just isn't going to come. So, yeah. So if you haven't seen the elevators, you push the button. Well, it's an electronic button. It's not really something you can push. It's just kind of a circle. And so you push it, and you get a screen comes awake that has all of the different floors you can get to, and then you press the floor you want, and it tells you which elevator it's going to, you know, be. And that's the one you go stand by. They're usually, they're all letters. And people don't understand that, and they try to get on the elevator when one goes there, but it doesn't say if it's going up or down, and if you don't select the floor, it's not gonna stop. There's no buttons inside the elevator to control it. And people are all confused and everything, and that's the one thing about Embarkation Day on Panorama, is you're going to run into that quite a bit. People are very confused. So let's see, we had dinner in the main dining room. It was kind of so-so. I had brisket. I didn't take any video of it either. And it was pretty fatty, but it was tasty, but it was very fatty. My nephew had a chicken that he said was not good at all. It had no flavor at all. It was okay. The service was slow, but I kind of got the impression that they were understaffed. So it may be the reason why the service was slow, is that they were just overwhelmed. And of course, you have to go into the app and reserve your table. And of course, the trick there is you reserve it when you're up in your cabin. And by the time you get down to the actual dining room, it's usually pretty close to being ready. But it kept telling me I had an update and telling me I had an update, and I'd go back in and it would still say exactly the same amount of wait time. And it wasn't updating, and it wasn't acting like, you know, I actually had a table until finally it did it. And, you know, it was on 10-minute wait or under 10-minute wait for a good 15 minutes. So the app is kind of not so great for that. So tomorrow is a sea day, and I do have ducks, and we're going to see what else we can get into. So Losu signing out.